Hello Bobbians and welcome. My name's Heroine Bob and today I'm going to say some shit about my IRL and online life. Now I know this video is really late by like 10 days, 11 days, something like that. And that's because a lot of stuff happened really close together there at the end of October and the beginning of November. Some of it was awesome and some of it was very much not awesome. So that caused me to be like giving you guys this video. I contemplated not doing this month and just giving you like a big update on December, but then I decided against it. So at the end of October, I went to TwitchCon, which was amazing. And I didn't get sick this year until I got home. So I actually got to enjoy all of TwitchCon. They fixed a lot of things that were wrong last year, but it actually ended up having new problems this year that were different than last year. So one of the big problems last year was that the Twitch store was awful. Last year, you used to have to wait for like 2 to 3 hours in line. You couldn't try anything on. The people would just hand you your size. You'd be like, I would like this size, and they would hand you this, like a size, and bag it up and make you pay for it, and then like you'd get out of the line and realize it wasn't the right size, and you couldn't return it because all sales were final. So it was kind of a hot mess, and they kept running out of stuff. They would like put stuff aside each day, and if they sold out for that day, they wouldn't pull the stock that they had in the back reserved for the next day. You just didn't get it. And by the third day, pretty much everything was sold out. And this year, it was much better. First off, they still had a line that was kind of big, especially the first day on Friday. But they had like the Mozilla Firefox people like have a booth out there, so they were kind of like entertaining us while we were waiting in line, which was a big improvement. The lines didn't last as long. I mean, I think Lightning Star and I waited in line for maybe an hour and 15 minutes was the longest line. We went there, we waited in line twice, and that was just my fault. And so that wasn't that bad. And then when we got in, it was like an actual store, like a pop-up store where you could go in. They had all the size runs for everything that they were carrying that day, like available for you to buy, which was awesome. They also like had onesies, and I don't know, they had a really nice selection of different stuff, and that's I guess because Amazon is doing all of the merchandise stuff in-house now. So they were able to offer a lot more sizes. They didn't really seem to ever sell out of anything, which was kind of great. And I got the onesie and I got the jogger pants, and both of them are comfy and wonderful, and I'm super glad I bought them. And another thing, that they improved on is that it was like twice as big. So TwitchCon was twice as big as it was last year. The expo hall was ginormous, and it had a ton of stuff and a ton of vendors for you to like look at stuff, get free stuff, like check out new games. The big battle dome that they had, battle cages that they had inside of the expo hall for PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds was super fun to watch and was like really hype. The H1Z1 arena was like huge as well, although we just kind of sat outside. We didn't really like go inside, but that was also major. Everything was just bigger. And I really loved the food trucks that they had this year. Like the variety of different types of food that you could have was awesome. And the fact that there were so many different types of food you could have, it was great. The only things that were really negatives was the fact that all the panels, like say all the panels would start at noon on that day. Well, it didn't open until noon. So like I wanted to do the Bob Ross Plane Along, which we actually did get to do. That started at noon. The doors didn't open until noon, and it took us 15 minutes to get through the line.
It's okay. That's fine. Bye.
Which was like starting to wrap around the building. So that is a negative. Maybe like open the doors a half an hour earlier so you can get people inside and like they're able to go do stuff. Like that was a negative. The other thing that was a negative was the party, the TwitchCon party. we didn't get to experience it at all. So last year it was a big concert inside of a giant baseball stadium in San Diego, and this year it was like a outdoor carnival thing outside of a historic like Queen Mary, which is used to be a cruise liner, and they converted it into a hotel and a museum. And there was a carnival outside of it, a haunted carnival outside, and I was like really looking forward to going to that. It took myself and Juan and Star and Lightning 45 minutes to drive to it because the line was so long. We got there and they were like, oh, it's full. You can't park here. You have to go back to the convention, park there, and take the shuttle in. Which, by the way, would have taken us another 45 minutes. It was already 9:45 by this point, so it would have been 10:30 by the time we got there. And then it would have taken another 45 minutes back, so that would have been 11:15. When we left to just say, fuck it, we're not doing this, the line outside of the area was 2 hours long. So it would have been 1 o'clock in the morning before we would have even gotten inside of the Queen Mary area to go to the party. And that's not okay. And the reason why it would take so long is because they were at capacity. The TwitchCon party couldn't fit everyone at TwitchCon in it. It could only fit like 15% of the people that were gonna go. That's not okay. So a lot of people just were like, no thank you, we're not doing this. So we didn't get to experience that. I didn't really get to experience last year's TwitchCon party either because I got really sick. So that goes into the next thing that wasn't so happy. So after I got back from TwitchCon, I got bronchitis and a sinus infection really, really bad, and I got really, really sick, which really sucked. And then I got better in time for me to do NecoCon, which is at the beginning of November. My friend Fiora the Tank Girl, whose channel I will link down below, she is a really awesome YouTube live streamer and content creator. And she and I presented a panel, and she also presented several other panels. She is just ridiculously smart and does a whole lot of like the science of how different things in anime work, and it's awesome. I'm so fortunate to have her as a friend, and I got to have her as a guest in my house for several days, which was amazing. And she fixed my computer. That's another reason why this video hasn't gone up, is because I had no computer for a while until Fiora was able to fix my old computer. The Dell apparently has been repaired and is on its way back. We'll see. So I had no computer actually until a few days ago, which made it so I couldn't really make any videos, and that's why I've been absent, because I've been doing a lot of travel to cons, pretty much back to back. I got really sick. There's also a lot of negative stuff going on in my personal life right now, which has made things difficult the last week or so. It's been a very bad week last week, but that's okay. It's fine. Everything will resolve itself out eventually. And it is November, so that means it is Thanksgiving time, which Thanksgiving is actually one of my favorite holidays of the year because I like food a lot. And I like, Thanksgiving is one of the few times my brother comes down for the holidays and spends like a whole week at my parents' house. And so like for a couple of days, like my little nuclear family is all together. I'm getting emotional. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm getting emotional, sorry. I said like this last week's not been so good. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then next month I have more travel planned. But this month I'm just looking forward to spending a lot more time with my family. Sorry. And also streaming a whole lot more. Because my computer is now fixed, I'm going to be back on my normal stream schedule where we have Assassin's Creed on Mondays. Tuesday I'll pick some kind of scary game, maybe. I don't know if I'm still going to do that anymore. It's kind of like, I'm kind of over it with the scary games, so unless like something's like really awesome, I think I might try to pick something else for Tuesday. Wednesday is still The Witcher. I'm still trying to get through that. Thursday we'll go back to Torment, Planescape Torment. I'm excited because I'm halfway through that game, and it was my favorite game. The weekend, we will still be working through Bloodborne. I know in October I played a lot of Bloodborne because I really didn't have a computer, and that was one of the few games I could play. And I'm trying to play through that with all the DLC, and I will be playing, if I play on Sunday, I'll be playing Uncharted: The Lost Legacy this month. So hopefully I will see you guys for that. That's kind of my plan this month, is just spend more time with my family, get back on stream schedule, and kind of just have a more chill, relaxed November, because the last 6 weeks or so has been very full. So I'm going to have a nice relaxing November, because December is also going to be ridiculously full of stuff. So I hope you guys like these update videos. Again, thank you guys for being patient with me. I know I didn't upload on time this month, but I do appreciate those of you who watch this for watching it. If you like these updates, please give me a thumbs up so I know that you do. Or you can emote on Twitch if you're watching this on Twitch. And if you didn't like the video, I appreciate the view. Thanks for that. Anyway, if you want to see more of my weird face, do weird things, you can hit the follow button up above or the subscribe button down below, depending on where you're watching this. And I will hopefully see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.